Hey everybody, Travis here, and today we're going to be talking about the proper use of cover and the 4 things you should do to properly use cover. So the first thing we're going to do is talk about standoff distance, the distance between you and the barrier that you're using for cover. So, movies and television always show cover like this. Problem here is that you're way too close to it. You're going to run into issues with your peripheral vision being limited, your situational awareness being limited, your ability to retreat being limited, as well as your ability to work with your gun being limited. I don't have a lot of room here. Additionally, if you're firing close to a barrier and that barrier has dirt or debris on it, you're kicking that up into your own face. Not a good idea. Also, if you accidentally shoot the barrier, if you're too close, you're going to have splatter, and that's going to cause you a lot of pain. So, optimistically, you want to have about 3 feet or 2 arm lengths away from the barrier when using it as cover. So, it's something you got to build as an instinct to gauge that distance, and that distance won't always be perfect. But, so if I have my arm lengths, now I have proper standoff from my barrier. So the goal of cover is to put something between you and the person shooting at you. So with that in mind, you want to put as much of your body behind cover as humanly possible. Optimistically, the only thing your opponent should be able to see is one eye and one hand. When you're behind cover, all you really need to do is get your front sight on your opponent and pull the trigger. You don't need to expose yourself any more than that. So let's get a good idea of what that looks like. Another factor to using cover is being unpredictable while using cover. If you're in a long and drawn out shootout, you don't want to keep peeking around the same piece of cover over and over again. You want to change it up, because eventually you're going to become predictable, and when you become predictable, your opponent can just simply guess where you're going to be at, put his sights there, and pull the trigger. Okay, last thing we're going to talk about is sight offset. Now on any weapon, the sights sit higher than the bore. And what this can create is a small offset. And when using cover, you always want to be sure the bore clears the barrier. Now I'm this close just for illustrative purposes, but as you can see, the sights here clear the cover, but the bore does not. Now if I had my proper standoff distance, this would be actually pretty tough to see. This would be hard to tell. And if I shot that target, I'm going to be hitting my barrier. So you always want to add about a 1/4 inch, maybe, with a handgun to your front sight. Like aim a 1/4 inch higher than what you think. And that way you'll have that sight offset and you won't be shooting your own barrier. So folks, that's the basics of using cover and the 4 most important things I think you should know about using cover. Now this is just a beginner's overview, if you will, and there's more to it, especially when you involve long guns. However, this should give you enough to get started, and we could talk more about advanced cover use a little bit later.